Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel for the first time. If you are new, this is the first game review, and it is going to be over Flow Weaver, which is kind of a magical fantasy escape room style game. Really cool. A couple things I want to say before the actual review. The game key was provided to me by Terminals.io as a review key, so thank you very much to them for that. And I was playing this on the Oculus Quest 2. The game is also currently, at this time, available for the Rift S. And I believe by the end of March is what it looks like. It will be on Steam as well, if you would rather play it on there. First thing I'm going to start this review off with is the graphics. Now, it may not look fantastic in the footage you guys are seeing, is because of the aspect ratio that the Quest itself captures in. But let me tell you, it was good. Like, the graphics are great, especially for what the Quest 2 can do, or what devs are currently harnessing out of the Quest 2. It was really good. I couldn't get over it the entire way through playing the game. Speaking of all the way through that term, the game is said to take about, I think, 3 or so hours to play through. It did take me a little bit longer, as I am not the quickest at figuring out puzzles. There were a few times I may have had to look a couple of things up and then kind of do facepalm because of something I just miss so easily. But the puzzle, they're not the hardest. But like I said with me having to look something up, they are easy to miss if you don't pay attention to the dialogue. Dialogue is important because it will give you clues. It's not going to give you all of them or just straight up tell you what you have to do, but it will give you those little slight hints as to what you need to do to continue forward. So just keep the dialogue in mind. Make sure you're paying attention to that. If you start to get lost, though, during any of the puzzles or anything like that, which is definitely possible, something they point out to you at the beginning is you have a thing called meditation. And you can use it by holding down either the B button on the right Oculus controller or the Y button on the left Oculus controller. And doing either and holding it down will kind of highlight things in the room, whichever one you might be in, and just kind of tell you, okay, these things can be used in some certain way, maybe in conjunction with something else, but it's not gonna, again, it's just like the dialogue, it will not completely tell you, but it may just give you that little bit of a hint that's gonna pop the thing in your brain and make you go, oh, that's what I gotta do it for. And then, boom, you're gonna end up getting it done and you'll feel like, yeah! Gonna feel like a genius. Or at least I did. To kind of go on top of that, I will say experiment with the items and item placement, item combinations. Mess with everything that you can, because you just do not know what's gonna happen. And I will not mention a couple things that may have happened to me ahead of when they maybe should have, but that's okay. That can happen. You may end up experiencing a little bit of something that's further ahead of what you should be doing, but most likely if you do, you can't go past that without doing the stuff that you haven't done yet. So you'll never miss something in the game. But It's fun. Mess with everything, have fun with it. Without spoiling anything. Because like I said, I'm going to try and go completely spoiler free here. Aside from, like I said, the mechanics and this and that. But the characters that you come across are all interesting. They're all interesting to talk to interact with. And I don't really have a character that I specifically or hated or just did not want to have to deal with. I know I did this review a little bit out of order, maybe of the way people would typically do a review for something, but that's just kind of how I am and how I do stuff. I don't do stuff in order. I don't know if that's good or bad, but we'll run with it because that's me. The last thing I'm going to say for this, because this is still a short review because I don't want to spoil stuff. Overall, if you like puzzle games, or you like escape room style games, or maybe you like both, and you like it with just that hint of fantasy and all that thrown in, give Flow Weaver a try. Give it a go. It's a good little few hour game. Probably one you might even go back to play again. Who knows? But yeah, guys, that is going to do it for the review. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. I enjoyed doing it. Thank you again to Terminals.io for giving me the key. And yeah, till the next video, guys. I will see y'all later. Peace out.